women desire sex more than men at face value. That's inherently false because if they don't require the same amount of energy we require to get sex, then they can't possibly desire it more than us. Because if your instincts and everything depends on what I do, but mine don't depend on what you do, I can just come over and just be ready. Whereas anything, your sex drive is completely dependent on what your outside stimulation is, then you can't possibly desire it more than I do. Now, I'm not disagreeing that if you get that engine going, the text messages, the sweet nothings, the sometimes you shoot sexting and all of that, and you know what I mean, you smack her on the ass early that day, whatever, the shit that whatever gets your woman hot. I agree. Those things will have her ready at a period of time where she can't keep her hands off of you. But notice the difference in what is required between men and women, and that tells you what the difference is.
The reason I'm explaining I use the microwavable food and the home cooked meal as an example is because you could be hungry both ways, right? Like we don't need to have no intimate connection in order to have sex. That's why our hand can be a lot of people's best friend. Theirs can too, but it's in a different way. The reason I'm saying more is because they'll want it more often than you can possibly try and give it if you've done the other thing. So when I'm equating more as if it was a bucket. So men might want sex 3-4 times a day, max 5 times. I'm gonna go hot 6. A woman might want a sexual action with you all day, and it come down to how we define intimacy. And we looking at intimacy as just sticking it in when they see intimacy as something completely other than just the act of penetration. And they want that more than anything. So that's why I'm saying that they want sex, or they want, you know what I'm saying, they sex drive is higher based
After
off
the
of
engine's already going.
Okay,
after you just started the car. After you done hit the gas 3 or 4 times, done jiggled the handle, done wiggled the key, done slapped the back of the milk. Then all of a sudden she can go. But before that, nah. You got to do a whole lot.
So the way we connect is just going inside. What they need for connection isn't physical, is what I'm trying to explain. And then it leads to insatiable physicalness. You get what I'm saying? That's why I'm equating it like that. Yeah. Now, if the question is who ready for sex faster, okay, man. If the question is who can have the most random, non-intimate sex, man.
So would you say that
want more sex? I'm gonna say women.
Would you say that it's not necessarily sex, but when men desire sex more, but women desire intimacy more? And I think that'd be a fair statement.
Yeah, I go with that. Because they equate intimacy to sex. If that's why I'm getting okay. Yeah, we on the same page.
Some other gentlemen involved. Go ahead, Hink. What you got on this, brother?
Man, it seems like my man Sweeney want that lazy sex. God damn.
Why it gotta be me? I'm just speaking facts over here.
Well, said it. I'm just trying to figure out. Ain't
why it gotta be me?
I got you, Sweeney.
Don't worry, Sweeney. I got you.
Look here, ain't nothing wrong with it. Sometimes, when you trying to, you're tired, but you still ready. You want to get a quick one. I understand that. I do. I promise you, I do. But then there's times, you don't mind putting a little work because you like it too. You don't mind putting that little work in. You understand what I'm saying? Look here, man. Look. I have no problem with telling my lady what I like, what I don't like, what I want her to do, what I don't want to do. I don't understand that. If you're gonna be there, sit there dissatisfied, that's on you, man. Closed mouth don't get fed. I don't understand that. Now my lady know I don't mind eating her booty hole out. She know that. If that's what's gonna get the party started, that's what's gonna get it started. Eat it from the behind, dudes. Dude, flip the script, man. Do something different. Don't keep doing fucking missionary shit like my boy Sweeney all the goddamn time.
Why you got to keep throwing me under the bus? Because all I was speaking to, all I was simply speaking to what was said in the video. Thank you, Shannon. I was speaking to what was specifically said in the video. What she said is false.
Well, look,
as far as what we should be doing in the bedroom and all that, I don't disagree with that. But what she said was false.
Look, let's keep it honest. Look. Men hit certain ages where they can't do it like they want to no more. They can't do the 5 to 6 days a week, but a woman still get it going, no problem. I mean that's a reality to the point where some of you motherfuckers are out of shape and y'all gotta take them goddamn blue diamonds. Then what you gonna do? and she still wanted it. What you
Take the
gonna
blue
do?
diamond.
She,
Take the blue diamond.
I got you.
What are we talking about here? Take the blue diamond.
I got you, man.
What are you talking
Until your vision gone, and then you're like, damn, I can't see nothing. I got a 10-day headache.
Kevin Samuels died in the arms of a beautiful woman. That man died happy and satisfied.
I ain't trying to go out like that, man. Fuck them goddamn blue diamonds, man. Fucking go do some goddamn push-ups. But as far as my man Willie, I'm surprised he done went from Pastor Willie to rated R, didn't he? I'm like, God damn, he went super freak on us.
Yo, Hink, I'm like, yo. Shout out to Pretty Willie.
But I don't know, man. I mean, it depends on how you looking at it, man. I mean, I'm thinking like long haul. Like I say, men's gonna get to a certain age. It's just the desire is just not there no more, and that woman's gonna still want to do it. So, are they ready on a regular basis most of the time? I could probably say yeah. If you look at through a period of time, now you catching us, 1 through maybe 50. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we got her, but she get to that 55 mark, and we went from 5 days a week. Now we down to about 2, and she's still rolling for 5. What's going to happen? I know we ain't ready to tap out, and I know y'all don't want to supplement the ass. It is what it is, though.
Before I go to the next person, I just want to just play the video that's part of it too, and then we can still continue both of the conversation.
Usually, what the man asks the woman when it comes to sex, usually you guys will show us that you want sex, not the other way around. And so what happens is we get used to that, and then we expect you guys to do it all the time. But then once you get in a relationship, once you're going through the motions in a relationship, it starts to get repetitive. Yeah. And so you're kind of like, okay, now I want her to take the lead, but then we're not used to taking the lead. So we're shy. We feel maybe just not as confident in the bedroom. So what I tell women is taking initiative can be baby steps, right? Yeah. So maybe the first thing is wearing some lingerie. So if you're walking around the house wearing lingerie or butt naked, your man is visual. He's clearly going to start initiating. But that's kind of like you initiating because you started the process because he's exactly your visual creatures.
See, now that's more honest.
Well, Sweeney, let me ask you this: Are you against lingerie because they wasted money? Because
absolutely not. Absolutely not. I love lingerie. I love it. As a matter of fact, I told my wife that. I said, look, the fastest way to let me know you won't go without having to physically touch me is walk past me in some lingerie. All you have to do. I love lingerie. So yeah, I'm a fan of it. Love the lingerie.
All right, shout out to the black fishnet pantyhose. Go ahead, B Madden.
Yeah, so that first part of the segment, I totally disagree with what she was saying. I didn't agree with the fact that men just aren't doing it right and all that. I don't agree with that. Clearly, he had to do something right to land you and to get you and to put a ring on it. So I don't agree with that. Now, the level of intimacy might be a little off. Over time, over the years they've been together, maybe the intimacy isn't the same. Maybe he hasn't been, keeping everything simmering and hot and ready and whatnot for her mentally and emotionally. But I didn't agree with what she said. Now, the second portion that you just played, JR, I agree 100%. A lot of women aren't used to taking initiative. So they have to, there's a little bit of baby steps there. It's a little bit of shyness going on, which I don't know why. I don't run into that too often, but there's a little shyness there, and stepping out there, putting the lingerie on, putting your song on, doing different things that he likes, I think, is taking that initiative, is taking that first step to let him know, like, hey, you know what time it is. Hey, big boy, you know what time it is. She's walking around naked, doing other things to catch your eye, to get your attention. And she does certain things in front of you on purpose. Drop the towel, whatever. You in the kitchen. She drops the towel. She want to get going right here on the counter. Okay, bet. There are things women can do. If you know your man, just think about it for a second. Just put a little bit of effort, just a little bit. It don't take much. We catch the hint pretty quickly. as men. It doesn't take much for us at all. Because I still believe, men have a higher sex drive, but I also do believe if you, tune your woman right, mentally and emotionally on a consistent basis, she can be hot and ready like an oven all the time and just ready to go. She kind of like what Mike was saying earlier. You were always texting her, you calling her, sending her, crazy messages, memes, pics, whatever. Always keeping her mind there. Her mind is always constantly on you. It's always thinking of something nasty or something a little freaky. Shit, you did most of the work right there. By the time she see you getting near you, she ready to climb on top of you. She ready to climb that tree. So, you know, keep her where you need her. Keep her hot and ready. Keep her going. Keep her kind of like simmering. Kind of like that pot roast in like an oven or something like that, or one of those
Pressure
crock
cookers.
pots. Yeah,
Yeah.
that deal right there, crock pot. That's how women are. They're just simmering and just kind of ready. Us, like you said, we're microwavable. We ready to go. You put that burrito on there for a minute, 30 seconds, boom, let's go. So there it is.
I did want to add another question to the panel, and you can ask it as you responding. But I've heard of some men getting turned off with their wives. Like, what would cause a man to get turned off and just not just want to keep having sex with her anymore?
Ooh.
I mean, something happens,
So-
right? And then whenever it happens, it just doesn't get back. I mean, realistically, it doesn't typically get back. They just stop having sex, like nobody's initiating. So how do couples get to that point?
I think most of the time, just after she dropped that seed, she get your seed, her body not the same. Men tend to lose interest.
Weight gain.
Yeah, weight gain for sure.
I would say sometimes.
I would say energy level too. The energy levels aren't the same, especially when you're chasing kids around. Especially when I think that happens a lot when the wife or the woman puts the kids first at all times. That's a problem. Like I understand, like your kids are extremely important. I understand that, but your children are more important than the relationship because the relationship was first. They're a product of the relationship. So you have to always put your relationship first and the health of your relationship first. And then at the end of the day, the kids are gonna benefit from that. They're gonna benefit from a happier household. They're gonna benefit from a household to where the parents are having sex regularly and they're loving on each other regularly and they're showing affection in the household regularly. So I think that's an issue when the kids are always put before the man all the time.